to come here, just standing room only on a Saturday. It's so nice of you guys all to show up and be a part of what we're doing. And, you know, as you saw from the videos, it's funny because last night I was in Tampa and I watched the video and I'm watching this and I'm thinking, man, that guy in the plaid shirt is good. But I'm like, what else am I going to say? I sort of did it all that day. But I decided I wanted to come here and tell you a story. Because it's not easy what you signed up to do. And it's, I think, very often we see people who are making some money or they're losing weight and they're in this book. And you get this impression, because somebody wanted to make a sale, you might have gotten the impression that it was going to be easy. And at the same time that you had that impression that it was going to be easy, you were, rekindling your hopes and your dreams and all the ideas of things decades ago that you started to let go of. And so here you are. One day you woke up and you went online and you signed on. You bought a challenge pack, Beachbody On Demand, all access, and you started to drink this shake. And you're drinking the shake, and every once in a while doing the workouts, and you're like, why am I not losing the weight? And why am I not rich? And I'm doing the vital behaviors. I posted last week that I drank that shake. Why didn't I make any sales? And I'm exaggerating, but it's really possible to be in this and not be all the way in it. It's really possible to want to, every fiber of your being, you wake up, you want to lose the weight, and you look in the mirror and you're like, I'm not there yet, and summer's coming, you want to be able to wear your swimsuit and feel good about yourself, but it's just not happening, and you're not all the way in it. So my question for you today, because tomorrow morning you're going to wake up, Monday morning you're going to wake up, and there you are again, same situation, nothing really changed except you were at an event, everybody's holding up their phones, that was neat. Leandro came, he was shaking his boom boom. But there you are. Then it's all quiet, and you're like, now what do I do? And here's what I'm going to ask you. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? It's going to take action. That's all. That's it. Right there. Meeting over. It's going to take some action. You're going to have to invite people. You got to show them you're the proof. Okay, let me tell you a story. So a few weeks ago, a guy, I'm going to use a code name. I'll use a code name. I'll use my middle name, Dennis, okay? Dennis, by the way, I wish that was my first name. Just saying. I think it's cool. It's my mom's first name. So, somebody would come to the door and be like, is Dennis here? And I'd be like, no. And they'd be like, well, then is your mother here? I'm like, I just told you. Anyway. So let's say this guy Dennis. I get an email from Jeff Hill, co-president of the network. He says, Dennis, who's been a coach with us for 9 years, was one of the first 200 coaches, believed in the vision, he's one of the most energetic guys you could ever meet. He just turned in his resignation as a coach. Like, what? What are you talking about? No way. Every time I see this guy, he's all upbeat, he's super excited, he's feeling great, he's going to make it. Every time I post something, he's like, I'm all in, I'm going to do this. He wouldn't quit. What are you talking about? So I said, double check. Something happened. What happened? Well, it turns out that a friend of his met him at his, from his hometown. His high school friend showed up, and they went out and they started to talk about this anti-aging wrinkle cream. And so that guy's a rep for that. And Dennis is feeling like, man, it feels good to be working with friends because he doesn't have a real strong upline and doesn't feel any sense of kinship with his team. And it's like, wow, that's my buddy from high school. It feels so good to work with people like that, and I'm not really making the money I expected to from this after 9 years. I mean, what's going on? So I'm going to quit. And I said, Jeff, talk to him. He's making some money with this already. It doesn't make any sense. Jeff goes back. Nope, he's gonna quit. So I came out and I'm like, okay, people, our mission, help people achieve their goals, lead healthy, fulfilling lives. Let Dennis quit. Oh boy, I can't sleep that night. And it's burning, and it is bothering me, and I'm getting angrier and angrier. And I wake up, I get on my Facebook, send a little message, Dennis, we gotta talk. I'll be on the road, 8 a.m. I'd love to have a phone call. He says, okay. So we get on the phone. I was like, okay, totally cool. You can do what you want. I want you to have success in your life. But let me see if I understand, if I have the story right. So, on one hand, you got this thing, P90X, that you lost 60 pounds with. You put in, you're so proud of it. You put in the hard work, and you've been drinking this shake for 9 years. You believe in this product. On the other hand, you got this buddy who sells a wrinkle cream that you never use, that you could get at Rite Aid. Now look, let's not just pick on wrinkle creams. Who knows? It could be wine, it could be soap, whatever. So it's like, you can do whatever you want, man. But you're saying, I'd rather be a rep for this because of my buddy, rather than a rep for this thing over here, which happens to represent a problem that is affecting 266 million people in North America. Wine is not a problem. Wrinkle cream, sure it's a thing, but you can get it everywhere. Over here, this kind of network depends on people helping people. This is the solution for 266 million people. A third of the population over 40 is considered to be pre-diabetic. That is a lifestyle disease that every time one of those people trips over to type 2 diabetes, that's $10,000 into the healthcare system. 10 grand. That's $250 billion a year. How does that get solved? Exercise and proper nutrition. Who helps solve that with peer support and accountability? This product does. These people do. I said, now wait, Dennis, let me see if I totally understand this. Because a buddy of yours had some drinks with you and you felt kinship, you're going to quit this thing you've been doing for 9 years and you believe in to sell this product that you can get anywhere that you don't really believe in. I don't get it, man. Now wait, hold on, let me... How much do you make? Have you started with this thing over here yet? No, I haven't started with it. Okay, how much are you making per week with this? $500 a week. All right. You're making $500 a week with this. You'd like to make more money. What's going on with your upline and the group that you work with over here? They're just not supportive. They don't get people together. They don't raise them up. And I said, guess who else isn't doing that? You're not, buddy. What are you waiting for? What are you doing with your life? When are you going to take action? You believe in this product. You know it works. There are 266 million people like, please help me. I looked out the window as I was waiting over here and Leandro was doing his thing. I looked out the window and I was like just awestruck at all the houses. And as I looked at all these houses, I tried to see if I could spot the gym. I couldn't find the gym, and I'm sure there's probably one out there, but it sure as heck isn't as convenient as every living room that I was looking at. And now here we are representing for something that for this month, $130 for Shakeology and just $30 for $7,000 of content, including the new content, UV2, Shift Shop coming in Summit, got other stuff coming, some stuff that's going to blow your mind coming out even early, it's going to be a surprise. So I'm going to ask you, you know people who are like Dennis. You may even be a Dennis on Monday. You might be like, you know what, I heard all the stories, I hear everybody gets all riled up, and then Monday comes, and I got to take action. And I'm telling you right now, whatever you choose is going to take work. It doesn't matter which one you choose. If you don't want to work, you're going to fail at both because there's competition. People are not going to change their behavior unless somebody rises up, has more enthusiasm about this than they do to show them it's possible. That's why we say, be the proof the product works. That's why we say, invite, invite, invite. And that's why we say, recognize. We didn't really talk about that in the video, but recognition is like this missing component that it just doesn't happen in people's lives. You know, you just walk down the street, hey, how are you? I'm good, how are you? And they're done saying, I'm good, how are you? And they're already walking past you. They don't care how you are. Imagine a group of people that actually stops and say, how are you? How are you? I'm doing good. I'd like to feel a little bit better, a little bit more energy. Then I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. You know what you should do? You should actually feed your body a little bit better. I got a thing that can do that. I'm not saying go right into the pitch here. But I am saying it is a part of the whole story. That if you recognize people, see them. There's some culture, I can't remember which one it was. There's some culture where instead of hi, what they do is when they it's like it's, you know, in some tribe, Africa, whatever, they'll go, I see you. Like that's how they say hello. I see you. I think that's pretty cool. Imagine if we saw people, really took them in, and when somebody signs up with a challenge pack or whatever it is, they just start walking or behaving a little bit better. They use those crazy little containers to start to watch their portions. Like imagine getting recognized for having some better habits. Nobody's recognizing somebody. You joined a gym? Good for you. It's not happening out there. You're the ones, we're the ones that can recognize people. It's not going to happen. We're all looking at Washington. When are you going to pass a law about health care? I don't even know what it means. Like, yeah, insurance is important, but how about at the equal decibel level, there could be maybe 380,000 people who are saying health care, insurance is important, but how about preventative care? How about wellness? How about making the home where health happens? But it's not them. It is us. It is guys like Dennis who are choosing this easy thing, this thing he thinks is going to be easy, versus this hard thing that is a requirement, that it's a compulsory. If you lose 60 pounds with P90X, you drink this shake and your bloating goes away, you have more energy in the afternoon. It's compulsory that you share that information, regardless of whether you're getting rich with it or not, because we have a problem. And as a community, they call us the Commons. We are the Commons. We all have this in common, which means it is our job to work together. Whether I get paid to be the CEO of this or not, it is my job to get up here and try to compel you to take this seriously. Because for some reason, there aren't a lot of people doing it. There's a lot of people selling gadgets. A lot of people want to sell pills. I'm always blown away when I see somebody who's a TV star, was famous, you know, got famous in reality TV, weight loss show, and then there I see your picture on this BS bunch of pills at the drugstore. I'm like, what? Come on, are you kidding me? Like, you had such an opportunity to give a message and inspire people of what it takes to live a healthier, a little bit more disciplined lifestyle. Doesn't mean you can't eat pizza. Thank God. It just means instead of a whole pizza, you have 2 slices. It just means maybe instead of having the whole burger, you take the top of the bun off and you eat it open face. It just means you drink more water. It just means, and by the way, by recognizing, hey, I just saw you only had 2 slices of pizza. You'd normally eat the whole thing. That's recognition. And so you're gonna be like, that's right. How many people go to Fridays, right? Like all the girls and I, we're going to Fridays for lunch today. We're gonna get an onion loaf. But then there's the one who's like, nah, I'm in the thing, I'm going to Punta Cana, I'm going to do this little trip, I'm not having an onion loaf today. And everybody's like, Mary's not having an onion loaf. She's too good for us. Why's that got to be the way we recognize? How about, good for you, Mary, you know what, I'm only going to have a piece of the onion loaf. Like, that's the way it's got to be. We're the ones that are that voice. I can remember the first summit we had, there were about 250 coaches. That's it, 250 coaches at Summit. And I'm walking through the lobby. Nobody even knew who I was. So I'm walking through the lobby, and I'm overhearing people's conversations. And the conversations are, oh, what did you think of that workout today? I think Tony did the workout. Wasn't it a great workout? Yeah, it was a good workout. I'm a little sore. Da, da, da. Oh, that breakfast buffet, the food was terrible. All it was carbs and fatty foods. And I'm thinking, this is the way, these are the kind of conversations that you want to hear on every corner, in every hotel lobby, not just ours. This is the decibel level of making healthy choices that we want to have around us. But let me tell you something. If I got guys as selfish as Dennis thinking that they're going to change the world by selling some wrinkle cream because it's just so easy. It's just so easy. I'll feel younger. Versus representing this thing which really affected his life. And let me tell you, what I understand from Dennis is that it's hard and it's a drag when it doesn't all come together. It's a drag when you feel like you got sold a bill of goods, or your people who brought you in feeling like they were going to be your buddies, then they're just gone, or they quit. That's going to happen. It's going to happen on both sides of it, though. Well, Dennis started to come around. He started to think about it. He's like, yeah, I see what you're saying. I do believe. I love this product. I'm never going to stop. And I'm like, look, man, you got to be the change. You got to be the one. If you want to look around, here's the thing. This same thing that's bothering you about our business is the thing you can fix about our business.
Yes.
The same thing that's bothering you about your community, about their not being active or they're not taking you seriously, that is the same thing somebody has got to fix about their community. By the way, here's the good news. That means opportunity. If that tension didn't exist, there wouldn't be an opportunity here. If you want to create wealth for your family, if you want to create an opportunity to have more and be more, you need a problem to solve. 266 million people in North America, $250 billion type 2 diabetes problem affecting currently 25 million people, but that could grow to 75 million people, they say, by like 2030. It's crazy. We got a problem to solve. And now, here it is. This silly shape, this little bag of powder that's so packed with dense nutrition that your body's like, there you are. Whole food ingredients, digestive enzymes, phytonutrients, stuff that I learned just by watching that video. Fiber, antioxidants, it's all right there. Drink that thing every single day. I'll pick it on the plane on my way to Kansas City today, every day. Workouts help your body move, help your lungs fill up, circulation through your body, get blood flow, oxygen flow through your whole body, your brain works better. It won't need as much caffeine because it's making its own energy now. We got the solution right there, and it's just $160 this month. Like, it blows my mind. But it's going to take action. It's going to require you. When we say personal development is the fourth vital behavior, it's going to require you saying, I want to change the world. I'm sure at some point, everybody in here, or maybe not, 5 of you, if I just get 5 of you to remember that when you were a kid, you wanted to be a hero. You were like, I'd like to be a hero. And if 5 of you can leave here and go, damn it, I am going to be that hero. We can change lives. You and me and the rest of these people. But you never watched Superman turn back time, and that was not easy when he flew around the world all the time. You know, Batman tries to save things. That's hard. He could get killed at any second. Like, you watch the superheroes, we take for granted they're going to make it out alive, but it's hard. Well, if you want to be a superhero and you want to have that trophy on your mantle, I was the one that was there that helped turn around this trend of obesity and lifestyle disease. I was one of the people that installed a mini healthcare facility in 20,000 homes in Flushing Meadows. I was one of those people that helped make New York one of the healthiest places to live in the world. If you want to be one of those people, then you got to wake up Monday morning and you got to make some sacrifices. You got to stop scrolling through the feed looking for I don't know what, because it's not there. It's not on your phone, some picture, like it. I just worked. You got to have a plan, you got to have a system, and you got to be motivated. You got to have your mojo. Your energy is here right now. I don't want to be able to reach your energy. That's the way I have to hit the ground running because my job is hard too. Sometimes I have to make my own coffee. I don't tend to drink coffee. My brain explodes. What we have to do is going to be tough. Monday morning is going to be tough. Doesn't matter about the special offer on the All Access Challenge Pack or not. People are still going to go, I've been ripped off by stuff. That's when you talk about the money back guarantee. And you promise them that you're going to be there. Right? I watched Isabel, my wife, you saw her in the video. She joined a group helping them with the Ultimate Reset. And she did that as a partner. She wanted to see what the coaches did. She was a part of maybe 10 different groups. And I said, how's that going? You know, you're pitching in, helping with the Ultimate Reset. She goes, I'm blown away. And I said, what are you blown away by? And she's like, well, I said that I would help these coaches, and I'm blown away at how little these coaches do. I'm like, what are you talking about? These are some big coaches you got. They don't show up. Every once in a while, they'll like a photo in these groups, but they're not encouraging them, they're not recognizing them, they're not helping them figure out how to get questions answered. She's like, we could do so much better. And I'm telling you right now, we can do so much better. This opportunity is just as big as the day we started. In fact, it's even bigger. And we've only gotten better at creating product. Leandro's new product is going to reach so many new people. And it's all a part of, the way we built that program is, throughout the program, we talk about, what are you going to do after this 30 days? What are you going to do after this 30 days? We're going to prepare the customer to move on so that it's not just a one program and done. Our mission is to help people lead healthy, fulfilling lives, not a healthy, fulfilling month. So, the opportunity is big. You want to achieve something with your life. You would like to have an effect on somebody's life and have them say to you at some event, thank you for affecting my life this way. And that will be bigger than any of the compensation rewards that we could provide you. You want that. Do you want that? Yeah! Then we've got work to do. We have got work to do this week. We have got work to do this month. We have got work to do this year. It's not going to go away. We have got to rise up. We have got to be revolutionary about this, and we have to be completely unstoppable. Completely. Without any excuses, we cannot take no for an answer when it comes to helping somebody achieve their goals. They tell us that they want to lose 10 pounds. We cannot accept no for an answer. If somebody says to us, I'm not feeling that good, my energy, I'm bloated, I'm not a good role model for my kids, we cannot accept no when we know we have the solution. So Monday morning, let's not accept no. And for the rest of this month, let's try to break all our own personal records. Inviting people, lists of people, prospecting. Make it the summer that you're like your whole life turned around. But make it the mentality there. Make sure that you see it all the way through. Notes around, reading books. Commit to it. You want something from your life. We have such an amazing opportunity, guys. We have to take advantage of it. I promise you, I'm taking advantage of it. I hope you will too. I'm exceptionally grateful for your heart and your love in this thing, the way you do it, the way you help people. I heard some great stories when I was just waiting to come up here. You all blow me away. You really do. But I know we can do so much better. I'm proud to work with you. Thank you for having me here today.